The Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Sierra Leone has held its first face-to-face with China event, which is a press reception program hosted by the Chinese ambassador to Sierra Leone, Wang and Sierra Leone's Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Rahman Swaray. The event provides an opportunity for local media and other friends of the embassy to communicate with the embassy on China-Sierra Leone relations. In a statement, the Chinese ambassador to Sierra Leone, Wang, said he noticed that Sierra Leonean people are very interested in China and are eager to know more about China, noting that they want to know how a developing country with 1.4 billion people has risen to become the world's second largest economy and eradicate absolute poverty in just a few decades. Ambassador Wang further that the CPC upholds the fundamental purpose of wholeheartedly serving the people and practices a people-centered philosophy of development.
But the reality is that now the vast majority of people still rely on media reports to understand China. Therefore, we have launched this platform, face-to-face with China, to meet regularly with our media friends to introduce the latest developments in China and the China-Sierra Leone cooperation, and to release authoritative information. A true multi-dimensional and panoramic view of China will be presented through your reports to the Sierra Leone people. Today is our first session, and I would like to share with you some important perspectives on understanding of China. The first, to understand China, you need to understand the Communist Party of China. The CPC was born in the turmoil of war in 1921. Over the past century, the CPC has grown from a small party of only 59 members to the world's largest ruling party with more than 98 million members, leading China from being bullied and abused to national independence, from national incompleteness to rejuvenation, from poverty and weakness to prosperity and strength. The key to this success is that the CPC represents the overall interests of the Chinese people. It upholds the fundamental purpose of wholeheartedly serving the people and practices a people-centered philosophy of development.
Sierra Leone, he said, has been working closely with China on the issues of common interest in the international arena, and they appreciate that Sierra Leone has stood firmly in adhering to the One China principle and supporting China's legitimate effort to safeguard national sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity.
Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, China and Sierra Leone have always been time-bonded friends and good brothers since the establishment of diplomatic relations 52 years ago. We treat each other as equals, cooperative, and mutual benefit for common development, human resources development, education, agriculture, health, energy, communications, infrastructure, and other areas has achieved numerous tangible results. On the third day of my arrival, I witnessed the handover of the Foreign Service Academy building built with Chinese aid gratis, which marks a new milestone in the close cooperation between our two countries. Meanwhile, Sierra Leone has been working closely with China on issues of common interest in the international arena. We appreciate that Sierra Leone has stood firmly in adhering to the One China policy and supporting China's legitimate efforts to safeguard national sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity. It is of no doubt that China and Sierra Leone are reliable friends to each other, and we have a strong belief in creating a better world together.
While making a statement, Sierra Leone's Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Rahman Swaray, revealed that his country has received tremendous support from China, including infrastructure, agriculture, free quality education, bridging the communication divide, etc. He acclaimed the construction of the new Foreign Service Academy to compete with the international world. Minister Swaray pointed out that Sierra Leone is impressed with China's Belt and Road Initiative.
And like the saying goes, a friend in need is a friend indeed. As Sierra Leoneans, we are all very aware of the long journey we have walked with China. We have been through thick and thin. We can credit most of our infrastructural projects to China, ranging from the Yi Building, the National Stadium, you name it. That is very historic. Since we came to power 4.5 years ago, we have continued to enjoy a steaming relationship with China. In my ministry, for example, following the president's triumph at the elections in 2018, in his first official visit to China, we were able, through bilateral ties, to secure a $30 million loan for a 1% concessional interest rate. Today, those resources have been used to land fiber in the remaining districts of the country. In Bong, Moyamba, Kaila, Pujao, and Kwenadugu districts, right? And what that means is we are now closing the digital divide. So we want to ensure that those people in those far-flung communities are also able to latch on to global digital technologies to transact businesses and to achieve financial inclusion. And that's very important. Apart from that, we are also aware that when we had Ebola here, China was one of the first few countries to send, to support us by way of technical support, by way of drugs, direct human intervention, so that they could support us to deal with the scourge. We have seen that. Then COVID struck. Again, they were the first to join us. Hence, they say a friend in need is a friend indeed. China and Sierra Leone have been through thick and thin. They have always had our clarion call for support. But that is not the very basics of this. In the energy sector, we have seen Chinese support to free quality education school feeding program. We have seen them support us in many spheres.
Other speakers made their contribution, all in an effort to tighten the relationship between Sierra Leone and China. Question and answer session was done for the media in order to know more about China operation in the country. Sierra Leone and China have enjoyed a very good relation for the past 51 years. For Star TV News in Freetown, George Elliott Sam reporting.